Welcome back to another episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It, the show where we play every roguelike in history. I'm your host, Boston, and joining me as always is Moonpeer.
Hello.
And Monkey Sr.
Yo.
We're here to talk about our fourth and final week of Everspace. Normally this would land alongside an episode of We Roguelike It ranking, but I have a horrible migraine, so I'm going to try and record as little as I can this week. Plus, I feel like it's going to be a good ranking episode. I want to make sure I'm at fighting strength to sort of discuss scientifically how we feel about that game. So, I didn't get a chance to play this much this week, largely because I played a couple of runs with the gunship, and I was like, yeah, man, this is super dope. And unfortunately didn't have a lot of time in general this week.
Welcome to the cult.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the gunship is... it's one of those ones that I feel like in most games would be like the secret unlock for getting 100% in everything, where it's like it's got super strength and it's got the best guns and that has a bunch of loadouts that make it super overpowered, and you already finished the game, so like now you just get to sort of play your way through it. And nope, you can just do a run and get 10,000 credits and just get this stupid strong ship.
It is 1000% Azazel.
Yes, very much so. That's from Binding of Isaac for anyone that hasn't played it, but yes, it very much feels like I'm going to point in your direction and just obliterate everything. Yeah, that's a good point.
I love the gunship, like, so much. I love the gunship. It's so powerful. And
it's so
I was
strong.
so annoyed when I first got it because I was like, it doesn't have shields. I'm going to die so quick.
Yep.
Nope, turns out I was wrong.
Yeah, because there's a lot of whole health, so like the shields, it would be negligible.
And plus, its weapons work from so far away that you almost think it should have that risk reward of being just like, well, you can only carry shotguns and that's what you're going to be doing. But nope,
those are the worst weapons. By the way,
they're not great. Like, I get what they were going for, but they never feel like they're strong enough for how close you have to get. Like, they need to be really, really strong.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, it's one of those things where, like, I don't like shotguns at the best times anyway.
Yeah, unless it's like a Doom game, I kind of don't like them in general.
It needs to be a specialized shotgun,
right?
Say.
Right.
Oh, it's so good. I love the gunship. So I did like 4 runs this week, 2 okay ones, 2 successful ones. Fun fact, Boston, when you get to the lab again, after you've beat it once, you only have to fight like 1 wave of people, and then you can just go straight in the lab.
Great. Yeah. That's good news.
It's super handy, because I may or may not have saved 2 Arc 9000s for that last thing, and then just flew in there. I was like, this is it. Okay.
Right.
Poop, everybody's dead. I'm just going to fly into the lab, and I'm going to, spoiler alert for you, Boston, I'm going to deposit my DNA, of which I had like 4 from that one run.
Nice.
So
I think I've only had max like 2 in a run.
Yep. Yeah, a couple more runs and I should be good. I've also now upgraded my gunship to the point where I can have 3 pilot-based enhancements on.
Oh, wow.
Which, don't know if you've done this yet, Boston, but when you kill the red glowy balls, you fly into the building there nearby, and you can get ancient glyphs, which you can equip on your character. And they do...
Have I unlocked one of those? I don't remember.
But I'm pretty sure the first one you get... I think the first one you get should be the one that lets you see the ancient structures on the map.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I must not have.
Yeah.
So man, there's so much in this game.
There is. Because I also didn't realize that the stupid locked doors that you need access to...
The colonial stations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the things that you need the keys for. When you go in there, there's occasionally a big blue computer thing in there. And if you scan that, you get another form of those ancient things, and it's another buff that you can equip on your character.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, those enhancements are super cool.
Yeah, the 5% of additional armor on the gunship is a little bit stupid, to be completely honest. Especially when you throw in like the tech armor, like attachment thing that you can get as like a passive device that gives you so much armor. Like I think it's called adaptive armor, maybe, but it like increases your armor by a certain percentage. So it's like base armor, 25% from the level 3 adaptive armor, and then 5% on top of that of the thing that I've got. So you just literally become a tank walking around doing nothing except destroying people. It's so good.
Yeah.
Man.
My favorite enhancement is the one that, so like most of the enhancements have a positive and a negative. So this one is weapons deal 40% more damage, and then recharge rate is lowered by 40. So your energy comes back slower, but you do so much damage.
Yeah, with that that ship, it seems like that might almost not make a difference.
Give me that third loadout, beam laser 3, M3 thing, and I'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'll be absolutely fine to kill everything and anything in my path. I adore this game, for the record.
Like, it's really great.
Like, this is a small team. I know that much, and I'm pretty sure that this was a Kickstarter game as well. Everspace was.
I think so, yeah.
And the things they've done, like this, I don't think I've seen much more beautiful games than this.
It's really good looking.
Like, it's ridiculous how good it looks.
I feel like this is one of those roguelikes that I would probably recommend for people if they don't want to play like a 2D, like an Isaac sort of Gungeon thing, where it's like, I don't really want to play like one of those roguelikes. What do you got for me? It's like, well, how about you like blowing stuff up in space? How's that sound? You know, it's something, it's one of the reasons why I'm glad we're doing this show, is that we found something that's so different from the standard sort of stereotypical roguelike, that it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I love this game.
It's pretty good. Can't wait for the second one.
I was already excited about the second one just because like it checks every single box about a game that makes me excited. But then after this, it's sort of like, all right, man, like install it, Control Scheme C, like let's go. Let's do this.
Yep.
Diablo in space. I love it.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to put into words. Like, I mean, progression-wise, now I'm literally at the end game. I'm going to continue tapping away for those achievements. I'm going to continue just doing a couple of runs here and there. I love the fact that you can stop mid-run. Like, you can literally just stop mid-run and jump back into it at a later date. Because sometimes the runs can go on for quite a while.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's good. It's like, okay, I'm going to get to Sector 3. I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to pick this up tomorrow. Like, it's a solid game, and like, especially after Control Scheme as well. It feels good to play. It feels good to blow stuff up. It's genuinely just a good, really solid game that just happens to fall into roguelikes.
Yep. Yep. All right. Any final thoughts here for our week 4?
Yes, Monkey, tell us about your stupidity runs, please, with your
So, yeah.
You posted a lot of clips this week.
If you haven't seen, or if you didn't see on Twitter, I posted my first video was there's an equipment that increases your boost by like at least 50% for a short while. I didn't know like it kept going, like you have to run that timer. So I was like, oh, I just need to go to the service station, and it's kind of far away, and I would be using my boost anyway, so I'll use it. And I used it, and I kept going and kept going. I'm like, oh, I gotta swerve out of the way. And there was an asteroid right next to it, and I just tapped it and just blew up. And I was like, well, that was a good run.
It was really good.
Experimenting with new equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
my other one was I thought I had to shoot a thing that was floating out in space, and while I was aiming at it, there was a GNB like structure right next to it. So while I was aiming, I shot at it with my flat cannon, and instead of hitting the thing, it swerved to the right to hit one of their turrets. It's like, and then obviously they started firing at me, and it's like, oh my god.
Was that the one where you absolutely swarmed like so
Yeah,
quick? It was
like instantly too.
It's
It
like
was
50
oh my
ships, and it's just
God.
like, oh, okay, yep, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
guess this run's over. Oh, man. All right, well, let's talk about our next game. We chose a much more recent game available on Game Pass, Neon Abyss. It's available on Game Pass for console, PC. It's also available on Switch and I believe PS4. So Neon Abyss decided to go with sort of a newer title this time, and we'll cover that for the next 4 weeks. Thank you everyone for listening. Next week we'll do episode 1 of Neon Abyss, and we'll do the science for Everspace, and we'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.